Let's go Chiefs! This week started off with some big changes. Two key offensive players are back, and that could mean big things for this team's quest to defend their Super Bowl title. But what do these signings really mean? Are the Chiefs doubling down on experience, or is this a sign that the offense needed more help than we thought? But first, make sure to hit that like button if you're a true Chiefs fan. If you think we're going to dominate the Super Bowl again, write this: Chiefs forever in my heart. Let's get right to it. Let's talk about Juju Smith-Schuster. You remember him. He was a big part of Kansas City's offense in 2022, leading the team in receiving yards that season. After a brief absence, Juju is back, signing a one-year deal. The details of the contract have not yet been released, but what we do know is that this move gives Patrick Mahomes a familiar and reliable target. Now, let's be honest, Juju's numbers last season weren't exactly impressive. 18 receptions, 231 yards, and just one touchdown in 14 games. That's a far cry from what he put up in 2022. But this signing isn't just about stats, it's about fitness. He's familiar with Andy Reid's system, has chemistry with Mahomes, and when healthy, is a proven possession receiver who can make tough catches in critical moments. Could this be a low-risk, high-reward move for the Chiefs? But that's not all. The Chiefs also re-signed Kareem Hunt to another one-year deal. And this one could be even more significant. If you've been following the Chiefs closely, you know Hunt's journey has been nothing short of a roller coaster. Drafted by Kansas City in 2017, he led the league in rushing as a rookie and then parted ways with the team in 2018. But last season, he came back and made an impact. Hunt finished the year as the Chiefs' leading rusher with 728 yards and 7 touchdowns on 200 carries. And let's not forget what he did in the postseason: 28 carries, 117 yards, and 2 more touchdowns in the biggest games of the year. That's the kind of production that helps win championships. But perhaps the most underrated part of his game? His ability to keep the offense on schedule. The Chiefs had the fewest negative rushing attempts in the entire NFL last season, and Hunt played a big part in that, racking up 500 yards after first contact. Bringing him back means Kansas City's running back cap space is deep. Hunt will join Isaiah Pacheco, Carson Steele, Keontae Ingram, and the 49ers' newly signed Elijah Mitchell. That's a lot of talent, and it raises an interesting question: who will emerge as the Chiefs' best back? Pacheco was the clear RB1 before his injury last year. His physical running style and ability to fight for extra yards have made him a fan favorite. But with Hunt back and Mitchell in the mix, we could be looking at more of a committee approach. And that could actually be a good thing, keeping Pacheco fresh for the playoffs while utilizing Hunt and Mitchell to wear down defenses throughout the season. Now, here's where things get even more intriguing. The Chiefs weren't exactly explosive on offense last season. Mahomes did what he had to do, but the lack of reliable pass catchers was obvious. Outside of Travis Kelce, there was no consistent second option. That's why bringing Juju back makes so much sense. He may not be the fastest guy on the field, but he knows how to get open and make contested catches. Could he be the missing piece to stabilize this receiving core? And let's not forget, Kansas City still has young receivers in Rashee Rice and Kadarius Toney who should step up to bigger roles. Add in Juju, plus a strong running game, and this offense could look much more balanced in 2024. The real question is, will these changes be enough? The AFC is crowded. The Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ravens, and of course the Miami Dolphins all made big changes this offseason. The Chiefs can't afford to take a step back. They need to keep improving. So, Chiefs Kingdom, what do you think? Is Juju's return a game-changer? Will Kareem Hunt lead the backfield again, or will this finally be the year Pacheco takes full control? ****. Shamari Connor is quickly becoming one of the most intriguing stories for the Kansas City Chiefs heading into the 2025 season. A fourth-round pick in 2023, he was never expected to be a difference-maker right away. But now, as he enters his third season, the question isn't whether he'll make an impact, but rather how big of a leap he can make. And if last season was any indication, Chiefs Kingdom could have a future star on its hands. Let's back up for a second. In his rookie season, Connor did exactly what you want from a mid-round draft pick. He showed up, stayed healthy, and contributed, playing in all 17 games. He recorded 36 total tackles, 31 of them solo, and played a key role in the Chiefs' Super Bowl winning run. That alone would have been a solid foundation to build on. But in his second season, he took things to a whole new level. Playing in fewer games, 15, Connor doubled his tackle total from 36 to 77, including 58 solo stops. He also started making plays all over the field: a sack, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, 2 interceptions, and 4 passes defended. That's not just a sophomore improvement, it's the kind of production that earns him a real spot on a defense that just helped Kansas City win another Super Bowl. And here's where it gets even more interesting. While his overall defensive grade from PFF.com labeled him an average defender last season, there was one area where he really excelled: run defense. PFF gave him a 76.6 run defense grade, ranking him 31st out of 223 players. That's not just solid, it's near elite against the run. So what does all of this mean for 2025? Well, it's clear that Connor isn't just a depth piece anymore. The Chiefs are transitioning to a younger defense, with some veteran bigs leaving Kansas City. That means opportunities, and Connor is in a prime position to take advantage of them. Brian Cook and Jaden Hicks are now expected to lock down the starting safety spots. But that doesn't mean Connor won't be an important part of the game plan. Nickelback? Hybrid safety? The Chiefs have options, and given his ability to play both the pass and the run, Connor could be the versatile defensive weapon Kansas City didn't know they had when they drafted him. What's even crazier is that Connor is still only 25 years old. He's entering that critical third season, which is often when players make their biggest leap. If his freshman to sophomore trajectory continues, we could be looking at a legitimate breakout star in 2025. And here's the biggest question for Chiefs Kingdom. What do you think? Is Shamari Connor poised to prove himself as one of the best young defenders on this roster? Could he be a surprise X-factor on Kansas City's defense next season? The Kansas City Chiefs may be on the verge of a blockbuster move, one that could shake up the future of their defense and set them up for long-term success. We're talking about the eventual replacement of Chris Jones, a move that could come sooner than many fans expect. And if the latest reports are accurate, Kansas City may not just be looking for his successor, they may be trading up in the draft to get him. We all know that Chris Jones has been the heart of this Chiefs defensive line for years. The 6-time Pro Bowler has dominated offensive linemen, disrupted quarterbacks, and played a major role in Kansas City's championship runs. But here's the reality: he'll be 31 in July, and in the NFL, even the best defensive linemen don't stay dominant forever. The Chiefs need to start thinking about life after Jones, whether that's in 2025, 2026, or beyond. So what's the plan? Well, according to Fansided's Matthew Chabot, Kansas City could be looking to make a big move in this year's NFL draft, trading up 12 spots in the first round to sign Michigan defensive tackle Kenneth Grant. And if that happens, the Chiefs could be setting themselves up for another decade of elite defensive line play. Chiefs Kingdom, what do you think? Would you go all in on Kenneth Grant, or is there another move Kansas City should make? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more exclusive Chiefs updates.